Hello from Shanghai, this is Chris. Welcome to another episode of China Currents, your weekly news report of what's trending in China. From March 25th to 27th, more than 110 global business leaders and scholars, including a remarkable number of US executives, went to Beijing for the China Development Forum, putting on a vivid display of global business confidence and commitment to the Chinese market. As China's economy continues to recover and the country continues to open up its market to the world. In a keynote speech at the opening of the CDF on Sunday, Chinese Premier Li Qiang said Chinese economic recovery continues to consolidate and strengthen, and new industries, new business models, and new growth drivers continue to grow. China's economy has strong resilience, great potential, and sufficient vitality, and its long-term positive fundamentals have not changed. The Chinese premier also talked about China's steadfast pursuit of high-quality development and high-level opening up. An increasingly open China will definitely bring more opportunities for win-win cooperation to the world, he said, noting that China stands ready to share great opportunities from its continuous development. During the preparation for the forum, Chinese Commerce Minister Wang Wentao met with global executives, including Apple CEO Tim Cook, Qualcomm CEO Cristiano Amon, and Visa CEO Ryan McInerney. Despite Western media outlets bad-mouthing the Chinese economy, as well as the increasing complex global economic situation, intensive visits by global CEOs to China fully reflect their enthusiasm to share Chinese opportunities and their confidence in China's investment prospects, analysts said on Sunday. During Wang's meeting with Amon on Saturday, both sides exchanged views on China-US trade and economic relations and the company's development in China, according to a press release on the Ministry of Commerce website. Wang stressed that the Chinese government is committed to improving the business environment and serving foreign enterprises' investment and operations in the market. With the conclusion of the CDF, global attention turns to the Boao Forum for Asia, which kicked off its annual conference in Boao, South China's Hainan province, on Tuesday, with regional leaders, government officials, business executives, and scholars from Asia and around the world expected to attend the forum, which is looking to promote unity and cooperation to tackle regional and global challenges. In a flagship report released on Tuesday, the BFA, which is often referred to Asia's version of the World Economic Forum in Switzerland, projected a substantial upswing in economic growth of around 4.5% in 2024, and that Asia's economic integration remains unchanged while warning of challenges. The report pointed out China's major contribution to global economic growth with its vast market, highlighting China's critical role in not just Asia but also the world. This year's BFA drew representatives from more countries and regions than last year's edition, underscoring the rising influence of not just the BFA itself, but also the host nation, China. Many foreign guests in Boao have highlighted China's solid economic fundamentals and improving business environment. On Wednesday, Chinese President Xi Jinping met representatives from the US business, strategic, and academic communities in Beijing, demonstrating the country's commitment to attracting more foreign investment and expanding its opening up to the world. The attendees included Ivan Greenberg, chairman of the National Committee on US-China Relations, Stephen Schwarzman, chairman and CEO of the Blackstone Group, Cristiano Amon, president and CEO of Qualcomm, Graham Allison, founding dean of Harvard's John F. Kennedy School of Government, and Craig Allen, president of the US-China Business Council. China's economy is healthy and sustainable, she said, noting that China's growth rate was one of the fastest among major economies last year. She said China is planning and implementing a series of major measures to comprehensively deepen reform, foster a world-class business environment that is market-oriented, law-based, and internationalized, and provide broader development space for international business, including US companies. Next up, Prime Minister of the Netherlands, Mark Rutte, was on working visit to China from Tuesday to Wednesday at a time when the Netherlands' chip export policy has been in the spotlight. Chinese analysts pointed out that Rutte's visit is perfectly timed, as his country's largest company, the semiconductor equipment maker ASML, is seeking to expand outside of the Netherlands after raising concerns about the country's business climate. They believe that amid weak economic growth, insufficient impetus for technological innovation, and spillover effect of the Russia-Ukraine conflict, which most EU states members are faced with, the Netherlands wants to expand cooperation with China in high-end manufacturing and maintain pragmatic economic and trade cooperation in general. Next up, let's turn to the cyberspace. The US, UK, New Zealand, and Australia have expressed concerns over the so-called malicious cyber activities from China after releasing evidence of infiltration and hacking in recent days and then announcing sanctions, showing strong coordination. Such groundless accusations have been rejected out of hand on Tuesday by the Chinese Foreign Ministry, which urged the US, the instigator behind the smear campaign, to stop politicizing cybersecurity issues and act responsibly in cyberspace. According to CNN on Monday, the Biden administration announced a criminal indictment and sanctions against 7 Chinese individuals for allegedly conducting hacks against US companies and government officials on behalf of China's civilian intelligence service. The charges come as the British government accused China of being responsible for malicious cyber campaigns targeting the country's electoral commission and politicians. Both the US and UK claimed the Chinese hacking group APT31 was behind the cyber activities. It was accused of targeting the US presidential election in 2020. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin Jian said at Tuesday's routine press briefing that the Chinese side has made technical clarifications in responses to the so-called APT31 related information submitted by the British side, and made it clear that the evidence provided by the British side was inadequate and relevant conclusions lack professionalism. But unfortunately, there has been no further response from the British side. Next up, people across southwest China's Xizang Autonomous Region have engaged in various celebration activities to mark the 65th anniversary of practicing democratic reform in Xizang, which falls on Thursday. From autocracy to democracy, from poverty to prosperity, and from alienation to freedom, the process of reform has been hailed by local residents and experts as an epoch-making event in the advancement of human rights. Observers also denounced the Western attacks over so-called human rights violations and forced assimilation of culture, noting that they are nothing but fabricated lies out of thin air. A tour of the region will be more than enough to showcase the harmony and unity among various ethnic groups in Xizang, as well as the unremitting efforts of the government to protect and develop local Tibetan culture, they said. Lhasa, the capital of Xizang, is gearing up for various activities to celebrate this day, including book-sharing seminars and a 1,000-person choral competition. Tibet University, a prestigious school in the region located in Lhasa, held a special lecture highlighting the rapid development of Xizang over the past 65 years. The lecturer inspired the audience as he said, "The younger generation with ideals, abilities, and responsibilities holds the key to the future of the country and hope of the nation." Next up, let's turn to the Taiwan Strait. The Chinese mainland is closely monitoring the action of Taiwan Island's military around Kinmen. If they provoke or cause trouble daring to act rashly, they will surely face failure. Chen Binghua, the spokesperson from the State Council Taiwan Affairs Office, said on Wednesday in response to reports that Taiwan Island will conduct live-fire drills in April at locations including Kinmen and Liu. Experts said the Democratic Progressive Party authorities are trying to shape a hardline image to confront the mainland and please its secessionist voters in Washington, who likes to see the cross-strait tension as this can serve its purpose to contain China. However, the DPP will not dare take any extreme action that could really cause military conflict, yet the mainland still needs to be prepared in case of an accident or mistake made by Taiwan's military. The DPP authorities recently announced that live-fire drills will be conducted in April in locations including Kinmen and Liu, sparking concerns across the local community. The island's military authorities claim that these actions are part of routine and regular training exercises without any specific targets. Next up, on Monday, Chinese President Xi Jinping welcomed visiting Nauru President David Adian in Beijing. Chinese President Xi Jinping told the visiting Nauruan president that Nauru's political decision to adhere to the One China principle and restore diplomatic ties with China in January is a move that conforms to the trend of history and the times. She said, China-Nauru relations have opened a new chapter in history, and China is ready to work with Nauru to create a better future of China-Nauru relations and bring more benefits to the two peoples. Friendship, whenever it started, will have a bright future. Cooperation, whatever its size, will be productive as long as it's sincere, she said. Experts said that China's relationship with Nauru, which is often based on mutual respect and support, is likely to serve as a model for the Pacific Island countries. Moreover, the reason why the PICs have preferred deepening their relationship with China is that, unlike the West, China's approach is characterized by long-term commitment, equality, and genuine support for their development rather than driven by geopolitical competition. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching this episode of China Currents. If you have any thoughts and comments about our show, please reach us at email address below. I'm Chris. Looking forward to hearing from you and see you next time.